Thank you very much for joining us. Just a few days ago, we were making an exposition on what is going on in Biafra land. To the extent that we come across the Boro pit. But one thing I understand is this: on the comment section, some people are doubting, calling what we are doing that it is a lie. Because yesterday we replayed the very video and also pull out a video where Governor Hope Uzodinma filled in roasted, dried human being, Biafrans, in a warehouse. And when we pull out that video, later I discovered that in the comment section that somebody say that it is a lie. That what I am talking about is a lie. One thing for sure is that you already see that Hope Uzodinma have a warehouse where he kept roasted Biafrans. We are going to play the video. And then look at it here at the comment section. He said, brother, stop this. This is an old video. This is what he said. Your name is still hidden. I personally hid it because I'll be monitoring you when you're consistently making such a comment on a clear evidence that this is a genocide against the Biafrans. Then I will make your name public. Another person is this. It's a total lie. This guy, you can lie. And from today, I can never believe in your broadcast. Now, the video of that of Hope Uzodinma roasted. How do you think, because this is now a critical thinking foresight, how do you think that they've been able to get those roasted Biafrans out? Now, what I'm telling you now is this. Having such a pit like Boro pit filled in with Biafrans, they will buy something, a chemical that they can be able to dissolve any germ or any disease that is coming out from there. How many days or how many hours I have to last before they will begin to bring those things, those human beings, bring them out, stock them in their warehouse for whatever that they want to use it for. Do you really think, you that is saying that this is an old video, do you really think that the body that we saw on that video, the warehouse, do you really think that that video, it was human being that was murdered and just allow them to be wasted on the streets of Biafra? How do you think that they've been able to get a very accumulated number of people that they killed? It is from the same place, those places, those Boro pits, because they digged it for a purpose to put the Afghans that they killed. Then, after a number of time, they know how they do it. They need how to go and get a chemical that can dry up everything, any germ or disease that is going to come out from there. There you see them go there and be bringing them out. Are you saying that what we are doing is a lie? This video, the exposition that we made when these Boro pit were discovered. When these Boro pit were discovered. If you want, I'm still going to go through that very broadcast again to read it accordingly, exactly how it is. On the 23rd of November 2022, a lot of Okada men were murdered by Hope Uzodinma. Listen and listen very good. By Hope Uzodinma. It is the same in Imo State under Hope Uzodinma that we saw, God knows how many these 40 feet that we saw. God knows how many, where and where they have such a thing. Now, he used his killer squad men in Bubago to kill these Okada men along with a newborn baby and her mother. And according to the report, the killer being the dead man squad, lie her on the ground and her baby, shot them immediately. And immediately they shot them, they picked them up. Where do you think that they kept them? Where do you think they took them? It was because of the cry that one of the wife of the Okada man that was killed went to army barrack to demand for the dead body of her husband that led to this discovery of this burial pit. Now, 13 family men riding Okada as a daily job, including a woman with a baby, making them 15 people in that massacre. One of the deceased, his wife, gave birth on the 22nd of November 2022. The disease came out as usual on the 23rd of November 2022 to hustle for the day to be able to get what him and his family can eat. Was among the people that was killed. The new breastfeeding mother was very bitter. She cried and went to army barrack in Olu and told the army men to show her where they kept her dead husband, or that they should kill her at the spot. Because what they do is this: once they kill Biafrans, they will pick the dead body. Number one is to make sure that no evidence, to make sure that there is no evidence that they committed this genocide against Biafrans. Number two, take them to the pits, borough pit that they have across Biafra land, which I'm suspecting in every government hospital that you found or you see in Biafra land, there is always a borough pit in that area. There is always a borough pit in that area. Because each time, days back when our people are doing protests, being killed by these people, once they take them to hospital, such hospital will request for a police report in order to be able to operate them. So I can tell you that if you go to any hospital controlled by these governments or the politicians, you will see a borough pit there. So this is where what they do, once they kill any Biafran or gallant men or innocent people or anybody, they take them to that borough pit for them to be able to bury the evidence and take them in that secret place. And after that, what would they do? They have to use a special chemical to go and dissolve whatever disease that is coming out from there, and then you see them bring it. Where do you think that this very video, you that is saying that this video is a lie, you have to have a critical foresight to be able to understand what is happening. A critical foresight thinking, it's the simplest terms that can consider an act of looking to or looking into or thinking about the future. It's either you are looking at the past, what transpires, put one or two things together to get your result, or a plan for the future. This activity can involve amateur or professional. It involves amateur or professional, trained or untrained skills and it is one of the most critical to sustain performance and contribute to the building positive. So the question I'm asking both of you that say that this video is a lie, and this one saying that this guy can lie, I'm asking you, where do you think that this very video of Hope Uzodimma in Imo State stockpiled the Afrans? Where do you think that they get these people? Is it in your village? Did they went to your village and then maybe they use your village or your compound? They use your compound. So anytime they kill any Biafra, they will use your compound to be dumping them until they've been able to get what they want. That is a question I'm asking you. That is a question that I am asking you. Let me get that very video so that we can watch it together and see again what is happening, because he said that it is a lie. Are we lying that even our women being arrested, over 1 million of them have been killed? Is that a lie? That is a question. That is a question. Let me get the video. Look at it here.
The modern easy. Try. Nke ahụ na-ekwuru okwu ịtụbakwali ya.
You see that? So the question I'm asking you now, both of you, did they use your papa compound? A joben nago kapaji. Egbo Biafrans, a bulufa, now tunye nime your compound, your father's compound. Then at a point, have a dry ya na compound nago. I dry na compound nago before the megini will make up na hatcha. That is a question. If you cannot be able to answer that question, then know it that it comes from this borrow pit. The way that some youths organized themselves, went into that borrow pit to search for the people being killed on that 23rd. It's the same way that these politicians, they use their own to go there and get those things out. That is how you've been able to get this. That is how you've been able to get this. So don't come to my program or on the comment section to be writing junk, because I read comments. I'm not a type of a social media broadcaster or Biafran agitator on media that doesn't pay attention to what is going on. You know what I'm saying now? So next time you make such a decision, I'm going to make you public so that Biafrans will know you. That is why it's called critical thinking with foresight. It is very, very important. Critical thinking with foresight. It is very, very important. Now, some of the comments, we're going to go through some of the comments of the people that show concerns and their contribution to what we have done so far. What we have done so far. And recently, we made a broadcast to give more analysis on the demand of Nwachineke and Radio Biafra of House Service made, that he has been advocating for the Eastern security, Eastern politicians to be killed, to be hunting. So he has been advocating for the Eastern politicians, Igbo politicians, for all of them to be slaughtered. And people raise a concern about this. And also, we also led the radio stations in the so-called Southeast and South-South for them to wake up from their sleep, to do the needful. Once they see evil, they have to say that this is evil. And here, one of the comments said, the problem is that those radio stations are being paid by those politicians, unless one is being owned by individual. Now, that gives us more guarantee that all or some of these radio stations in Biafra land must go down. It's only if our people are paying attention, listening to these radio stations, listening to these TV stations to see if they are campaigning for their 2023 election, then those stations must go down. Those stations must go down. Because one of the quotes of America said that once a lawless it become the law of a country like Nigeria, then rebellion becomes the duty. So, as a media broadcaster or a radio station in Biafra land, there is no way that our people will be slaughtered, killing them. Our women marched on the protest just recently and they've been arrested, taking them to North. And some of these radio stations are not speaking about it. So, what are they there for? It is not acceptable. It is not acceptable. It is not acceptable. And then another one say, see how our people are being killed. No one will speak, but if it is IPOB or ESN, the whole Nigerian force go there to fight. That's the reason why that on the 9th of December, 10th December, 11th December, 12th December, and 14th December is going to be a total lockdown. Ị na-eru uju na nwanne gị na-egburu nwanne gị ma ọ na-ekidnap nne gị kpọjebe ya Abuja ma ọ bụ nna gị ma ọ your fellow comrade. What do? You have to pay respect to these very days. These very days is a remarkable day that each and everyone in the Biafra land must respect, compel Nigeria, bring them to their knees so that they can be able to do what? To listen to what we are saying. Now, another comment says that, bro, all the radio stations supposed to be down, they are of no use, honestly. Look at what Ifeanyi Ugwana is doing in Enugu State by keeping silent, arresting our mothers that come out for protest. This is to say that people are grieving just like I am. People are concerned just as I am. We must do the needful. The politicians must all go down. Hancha. We cannot be crying and say that let them come out and speak. They can never speak. They can never speak. People like Ugwai, Hope Uzodimma, Soludo, all of them, Anthony name beginning, they suppose making e.g. Anawe Bello, we're making Wezelumbili. Now we have another one here said, once we engage these criminals, Igbo governors, and declare them wanted, believe me, 99% of our problem will be solved. I hope Simon Ekpa give order for this to take place with immediate effect. I hope Simon Ekpa give the order to take place with immediate effect. Now, what I want to tell you is this. As long as you're doing what you are supposed to do, you don't need my order or order of Simon to do what you're supposed to do. Do it, then you will see that it's going to be effect. Because as I'm doing my own, people are commenting, bringing some of these things to light. But that does not mean to say that whomever the duty or call to do something or to tell Biafrans with his bigger platform, in this case, Simon Ekpa, will not do so. I'm not saying that, but let our people not use the excuse that you must hear from this person before you do something. Or you to say that whatever you can do to bring about the Afra, go ahead and do it. He said that he cannot do it alone, but with your help and my help, we can be able to bring the Afra as quickly as possible. But if you leave it only for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to do it, then it will take time, but surely Biafra must be restored. So also using this opportunity, people who are hiding under the carpet that Chinas Anworu is mentioning the names of gallant men, that they are criminal, that they are kidnappers. You don't use that as an excuse. Because one thing I want to let you know is this, that the people that they cannot be able to eliminate, they will use Radio Biafra to do what? To distinguish their names. Some who are also in their payroll or working with them, doing all manner of evil things against Biafra, once they decide to repent, they also declare them a criminal or a kidnapper. This happened in the case of Double Lion. The people that killed Double Lion accused him of kidnapping, but they are the people that taught Double Lion how to do kidnapping. But it is because that after they had a meeting with Soludo and collect a very huge sum of money, 50 million naira, for them to stop agitating, rather to keep silent. But Double Lion said that he cannot keep silent. And that is why they gang up and killed him. So it is not because that Double Lion is a kidnapper. The people that taught him how to do kidnapping is the same people that killed him, because he wants to pull out. He wants to pull out. That is why I keep on saying, if you don't have the contact of Mazi Odinkemma, go and look for it and contact Mazi Odinkemma. Because I'm one of the people that is going to save you. Save your name. You also say now, save you and save your name. So, what am I bringing this point? Some people are using this as an excuse not to support Eastern Security Network. Chinas and want to say that there are kidnappers, there are terrorists, there are this, and for that I will not support terrorists. I will not support kidnappers. People are using this as an excuse, but forgetting the fact that they also have their own job to do their own investigations, ask their own question. You don't wait for Mazi Odinkemma to come out and do exposition before you pick something. Go and do your own. Do your own research. Ask questions. You have coordinators all over the places, all over the world. Ask questions. Ask questions. Then you can be able to understand exactly what is going on. You can use excuse that they say Double Lion is a kidnapper, and people confirmed it. Did you ask questions to know if Double Lion was about to repent? Say that no. And they do what? They planned and killed him. Did you make that investigation? Did you make that investigation? Of course not. Of course not. Now moving forward, here it says our people are sleeping. They are acting as if they don't see the handwriting on the wall. We must wake up now and defend ourselves. This message goes to what I just preached now. People who hiding, giving excuse. If you are in for the struggle, you have to give it up. The oath that you took is to protect and form Eastern Security Network. That is the part of the oath that you took. Everything that had to do with the struggle, everything that had to do with the struggle is what you took oath to protect. Funding ESN is part of it. You know what I'm saying now? Asking questions so that you can be able to understand your ground is part of it. Or you understand we should use our common sense. So this message goes to you. Our people are sleeping. They are acting as if they don't see the handwriting on the wall. This message mostly goes to the people in diaspora. And this person is saying that you must wake up. You must wake up now and defend our land by supporting the Eastern Security Network. Now, he said, my brother, I am solidly behind you. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to protect you and the warriors of Biafra land. May the gods of our land continue to protect you as you keep doing the good work for Biafran people. He said, a lot of people support that the politicians that are taking the lawlessness as the law of the day to use that to intimidate people. They support that rebellion. People need to rebel against these tyrannies. This is a law. This is a law. Now here, say that once you engage with these criminal Igbo governors and declare them wanted, believe me, 99% of our problem will be solved. I hope Simon will give the order. We're reading this one. Now, another one here said, any radio station or television station that campaign for 2023 election must be destroyed. Any radio station in the southeast, any radio station in the south, which is the old eastern region, that are campaigning for 2023 must be destroyed. You don't need order. They are preaching for one Nigeria. They want one Nigeria to remain while people are suffering. And this comment is saying that any radio station or television station that is campaigning for 2023 election must be destroyed. What we expect them to be campaigning is how our people are being slaughtered. What we want them to be campaigning is how flag is being hosted almost all across the Afro land. What we want them to be campaigning is on how to protect our borders against the invaders. What we want them to be protesting with their TV and radio station, that police stations, army barracks, there they are camping the Fulani killer herdsmen. What we want them to be campaigning, using their radio station and television station to campaign, is why haven't the Zoo Nigerian government law obey the court order that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released? What we want them to be campaigning is how people are suffering and yelling for freedom. This is what we want the radio station and television station in Biafra land to be campaigning. The other day we teach, or we warn the banks, allowing themselves to be used by the DSS and Nigerian government. using them to kidnap our people. We remind them that it is these people that you are selling out are patronizing your businesses in the old eastern region, which is Biafra land. So this is the same warning that we are giving the radio stations and television stations, that we don't want to be hearing any campaign of 2023 in your TV station or in your television station. What we want you to be campaigning is for how people are being illegal adopted. Just recently, we discovered that there is a borrow pit. There is a borrow pit in Omo, Owo St. Mary's Hospital in Imo State. From that St. Mary's Hospital, about 10 to 8 poles by foot, there you will find the borrow pit, which the deepness is about 2-story building, more than 2-story building. The Afrans being dumped inside that borrow pit is over 2 million. These are the kind of things that we want these radio station and television station take their investigators or their journalists or their news broadcasters, go there and do their own findings. Do their own findings, use their radio station, use their television station to propagate that very gospel, that what we are bringing out is real and fact. Begin to ask questions. How come these things is happening? This is the reason why Mazen Bekano is in DSS dungeon, speaking against this evil. For Biafrans to be, this is the kind of line that we want the radio station. Because one thing we've been able to do is to liberate the consciousness of our people. Everybody now. So those stubborn ones that are treasurers to the Nigerian government are the ones that are playing stubborn because they know what they're doing. But ones who are confused, the ones who are confused, we've been able to liberate their consciousness to understand that this is exactly what is happening. You know what I'm saying now? So what do we do as we are preaching this, touching this on jelly, sinking to the consciousness of our people ears on the ground, when they listen to radio station, once they listen to television station and hear that they are campaigning, know it that your station is in danger. Red. So if you have been doing it, campaigning for this, it does not matter if it is a politician that owns it. Because if these men and women, the innocent ones that have been murdered by these people, when their spirit wakes up, possessed, the one that you call civilians, if they get to that radio station, they will not know if you are the owner or you're just there working, or you are just using that to feed your family. They will not know about that too. I'm telling you honestly. I am telling you honestly. So what we want you to be doing is to be propagating. Just recently, our women protested in the in Enugu, in Ohofia, and all of them were being arrested. So we want you to be asking questions. Why is it that you don't maltreat the Northerners the way you maltreat the so-called Southeast and South-South? Why is it that? Women came out to protest against the brutality, raping, murder, and you do what? You kidnap them, you arrest them. Why? These are the kind of things that we want to be hearing. Ask questions. Ask Nonye Ajuju and a refuser. Ask Nonye Ajuju and a refuser. Make your investigation to discover that there is a lot of borrow pit in Biafra land. Now, another one say, What do you people want BSFFA to do for it? We have 2 hours to hear from people of Biafra now. I don't know who is the group of BSFFA, but I believe that this is one of the group that somebody told me that it is not just the Eastern Security Network that is working for Biafra in the armed struggle. And I believe that BSFFA is one of them. So BF, you know what you're supposed to do. The analysis is there. You pick, you do what you're supposed to do. Go to the pipeline, destroy all of them. Hanchanine. Any politicians in your area, make a thorough investigation. Know how he's moving, do the needful. And also, our people, those of our women that have chosen the path of prostitution. You are in the north. You are in Lagos. You are a Biafran by birth. Now, these politicians, what they do is they call you for service. You give them the service. We also need your service. We need to know where these politicians, their movement, how they are moving, going in and coming out. We need these informations too. You are doing a prostitute, okay. It is not your fault, okay. But we need your service because most of you are the people that can be able to get close to the politicians. And one thing we understand is that these politicians, they don't visit Biafra land, because we saw the one that called Andioba having a traditional, his daughter traditional marriage in don't know where, in Abuja or where. Yeah, so these are women. You need to do your own job. Get all this information. You cannot tell us that you are not hearing what is happening. You can't just see it on social media. Hey, police kidnap innocent people. Once you listen, that is why they don't want some of our messages to be going far. They don't want our messages to be going far. So when you hear such a thing, we need your information. Mazod Nkema is one of the most trusted persons that you can be able to call and contact confidentially. As long as you are not against the struggle. If you are against the struggle, I will expose you. I will expose you. I might not expose you at that time, but when need be, I am going to expose you. That's what I'm saying now. When need be, I am going to expose you. So once you are clean, come. Give us information. Because these politicians are the problem that we have. These politicians, they are the problem that we have. They are the problem that we have. Now, somebody already said that the problem is that those radio stations are being paid by those politicians, unless the ones being owned by individuals. It doesn't matter if they, but as long as the people that are working there, once they begin to go against this, propagating 2023, instead of the killings, the abduction, rape that is going on, arresting our women. Whereas the Fulani, you can't even touch a killer Fulani herdsman. If you kill a Fulani man that came to your village to rampage and destroy, you will get killed by the same forces that were supposed to protect the citizen. Not to talk more of touching their women. These are the kind of things that we want this radio station and TV station to be talking about. Not to tell us about 2023. That is why once I begin to make such exposition, it takes me back again in the issue of Alaba International Chairman. If people are listening, use such a person to go and set an example. Go to his hometown, burn down his houses, make a record video in order to use that to warn Anytime we are giving such a warning, you can never see anybody tapiam. That is what called foresight critical thinking. But I don't know how many months ago that we begin to do this. It is because of Meleme broadcast. You never know now. Open as somebody like that Alaba International that he using as an example. There is no way that you will give order or make analysis on why the radio station and TV station, you're also saying now, they must listen to what we're doing. If they listen to this now, they will feel they are blaspheming. But let them know that what happened few months ago and today is not the same. Because people are now making their own contribution to that same ideology. You know, so now, giving their own contribution, meaning that they are fully in support. I am only trying to bring it to the light for people to see that people are in the same mindset. So once we say that radio station and TV station in Biafra land must not campaign for 2023 election for Nigeria to remain as one, where people can keep suffering, that radio station and TV station must go down. Now, here again, say 100% truth. If Biafran should go after them, believe me, Nnamdi Kanu will come out under 2 weeks. A lot of people making suggestions. A lot of us have made suggestions in the past. Most of these things, our people are keeping deaf ear. Most of our people are keeping deaf ear. Bros, all radio stations supposed to be down. They are of no use, honestly. Look at what Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi is doing in Enugu State by keeping silent, arresting our mothers that come out for protest. So, like I said, it's not just in Abia State that women are being arrested. Also in Enugu State. In Enugu State. And this picture here is one of our mothers. You can see the line. You can see the line. So imagine what they use. It might be a belt. Oh, we call belt. Pianya vium. Piakwanya vium ozo. Or when you that sharp shape like angle. You can see that. This is our mother. One of our mother. One of our mother. You know what I'm saying now? That is the reason why that these very dates, 9th of December, 10th December, 11th December, 12th December, and 14th December must be locked, must be used out to lock the entire Biafra land. To use that to send a strong message, including the imams, because on 9th is Friday, and also these bishops, which is 11th. So it is a very special day in order to prevent such things be happening to our people. You can see these are mothers. And this picture here is part of the people being killed on the 23rd of November 2022 in Imo State, riding Okadas. Riding Okadas. Now, going more further, I want you to hear one of the testimony of our mothers where they made mention that even say 50,000 been arrested, 1 million, 50,000 been arrested, while 1 million has been killed. Let me get that video so that we can be able to listen to her, and then ka ha gbara ọgwụ fa ka ha mee gịnị ka ha ṅụọ. So hear from our mothers what they said. Listen. You see that? Just now, at the time of this very protest, was the fourth day of this very broadcast. I mean, this very protest. Now, these women, a lot of them have been killed. According to this woman, if you listen to what she said in Igbo, you will hear what she said. She said that 1 million women have been killed. Now, because I took my time to extract the part that she speak on Igbo. I took my time to extract it so that I can be able to read it. I've read it in one of these positions, and also let us do it again now. Now, after the video that you just listening, she said, "We are the women of Ohafia. They should release them for us. They should release the women, their fellow women that have been arrested by these zoo terrorists. They should release them for us. We will not leave this station if you did not release them for us." You're so saying now. Now, with this, have made them to arrest as many as they can, take them to the northern Nigeria. Just a few days ago, he said they are not going to leave this station because this very broadcast, this very statement, or this short testimony that's made right now was in the station, that they are not going to leave station if they don't release their fellow women. This is what they said. We said, release them for us. Our siblings, our husbands, and our children are the indigenous people. We, the indigenous women of Ohafia, and this is why we came to this station for you to release them for us. Our children are not criminals. We cannot allow our loved ones to languish in police station. When a mother gave birth to a child, train that child, then expect that child to grow and take care of the mother. Then you come out and arrest them. Government of the zoo, Nigeria, kidnap them. If you trade pain on them, we want you to release them for us. This is the message. That is the reason why 9th of December, 10th of December, 11th of December, 12th December, and 14th of December, it is very, very important. And anybody criticizing against this very sit at home, anybody criticizing this very sit at home, you listen now, that person or that group of people, they are critically working for Nigerian government. Look at it here. People that are counseling sit at home ordered by Simon Ekpa is critically working for interests of Nigerian government, and they need to be cautioned because really they don't know what is freedom fighting, and they are the one that is lingering this issue. We would have gone far beyond this, but they are setting us back. I assure you. This is one of the comment section. So do not let anybody to distract you. Do what you're supposed to do. You don't need a special order. What you need is analysis. What you need is analysis. Put one or two things together. Use your own common sense to figure it out. Know what you are supposed to do. Imagine because our people, you cannot force our people to do something unless if our people really, really want to do that thing. You have to come from their heart. That is why that before people followed you in anything that you are doing, being a public servant, you have to convince them to follow. And if they follow you, they are ready to die for you to make sure that you live. You cannot force them. A force swapper is in any sectors. And in this case, we are talking about this very freedom fighting. Before somebody gets sogi, you must convince that person. That you must follow me. You must follow me. You must do this. You must do that. And you yourself, you see, in our fuso. For that, imagine what you do. For you to be convinced, then you can now follow that person. So we don't need to give order. What we need to do is analysis. For the past 1 year and now, we have been exposing, bringing analysis, critical thinking, and the rest of them on what is going on. And now we say that we want you to sit at home for 5 days. Part of this 5 days is affected by the Muslim, which is Friday. Part of this Friday is affected by the bishops. Now, do you need anybody to tell you that you must do this? Of course not. You have to do what you're supposed to do. Because the people that we're talking about, the imam, the politicians, they are not saying anything when it comes to the killings of our people. Still remember aka Afro Cronkite, serving the indigenous people of Afro through media, evangelists, and also in music. Shalom.